welcome to a very wet but wonderful morning here in Scotland. We're just outside, about an hour and a half outside of Inverness right now, making our way down the coast, down the country should I say, towards Edinburgh. We've got about another hour and a half to go, and we've got up early this morning so that we can get on the road and get there with enough time to do something in Edinburgh. We are going to be staying there for a couple of days, and we're meeting up with someone in Edinburgh that I am very excited about. But yeah, it's very wet this morning. As you can see, it's been raining since the early hours, but it was been such a lovely spot here. Absolutely, you wouldn't think it because we're literally just parked up just off the motorway. I don't know if you just saw the car just over there, but that's the motorway, literally just there in front of those trees. But despite that, it was a very quiet, peaceful night. You're right, Isabel. I'm showing off. Isabel's made us that the girls are very excited, IFAM. Like, excited like you've never seen before, because we got a Starbucks yesterday and they've all washed out their plastic cups and have used them non-stop since, with water or iced coffees they've made this morning, or just juice, and they're just loving the fact that they've got a plastic Starbucks cup. So if you're following them on their social media, you're probably going to see like TikToks with Starbucks cups, Instagrams. Anyway, Chris just made me aware that we're not actually heading straight to Edinburgh. We're going to Loch Leven, which is a place where Mary Queen of Scots was held, right?
Held prisoner, yeah.
She was held prisoner there, and we're going there to explore that. So we're about to set off, steaming up the windows and things, and we'll be on the road.
So me and the girls have just got Isla's phone, and we're going to do some really like old, like we're going to put some old songs on kind of, and Jay's, we did this, and Jay's is copying.
We're all sat here going like this, and Jay's started doing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Chicken Boy?
Oh, it's like the camera in my face. Wow guys, look at the view outside. Ooh.
So on our way to Edinburgh, we've just stopped off about half an hour away from Edinburgh at Loch Leven, because we've all been learning about Mary Queen of Scots, as you guys know. We've all been super interested in her stories ever since we came to Edinburgh the first time, and this place in particular is really cool because this is like an important location in history where a big turning point in Mary Queen of Scots' life happened when she was captured by Scottish nobles that were supposed to rule alongside her, and she was locked up in this castle which is over there in the middle of the loch, and she was tortured and forced to abdicate the throne. So it was a big story in history about what happened, something we've all been learning about, so we wanted to stop off here and see it for ourselves. There's usually a boat tour that you can take across the middle of the loch to go in the castle and see it properly, but because of COVID and stuff like that, that tour is not happening at the minute, which sucks. But
really cool to go to it.
Yeah, it would, but it just means we've got to come back again and another time to do that again, but we wanted to come and see the castle itself whilst we're here. By a quaint quirk, a questing queen quit her quarters quickly and quietly. To island homes of monks and kings come visitors on boats and wings. One of the many joys of having a motorhome on the road, and especially wild camping in a motorhome, is finding yourself water to fill up the water tank with, the clean water with, that you're washing with, that you're showering with, etc, etc. Not drinking, you don't drink the water, you always drink from a bottle or whatever just to be safe. But yeah, for washing up, etc, you got to fill it up. Well, there's a big old wasp on me. So we've just pulled up to a campsite, and usually campsites around here have been pretty good. They're usually just let you fill up your water for like £5. This particular one, the guy was super lovely. Sorry about the mask, you gotta wear it. That's the rules. In this particular campsite, sorry, not in campsites in general, that's just the rule in this particular one. Whilst I'm filling up with the water, the gentleman asked me to wear my mask, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this guy was super lovely. He wasn't even gonna charge me to fill up the water. Obviously, I did give him money for it, but he wasn't gonna charge me, so that's really, really, really nice of him. So, plugging up, got the fresh water going in. It's been quite hard on the road, like, especially when the campsites weren't open before the 15th, to find fresh water, especially around the Highlands. Really at the top of the country. There's a lot of places, a lot of garages that do it, which we found, thank goodness. And then we managed to just be really, really strict with our water usage to make it last. And we've also got a spare tank of water in the boot too. So that's all good. But yeah, just thought I'd show you. You know, it's not all glitz and glam. It's getting things sorted like this, getting jobs done every day. As soon as we're done, we're gonna get back on the road and get straight to Edinburgh.
Someone's happy to be out the van because we finally just arrived and got a parking spot in Edinburgh. We actually arrived probably about an hour and a half ago, but we had to pull over, went to Sainsbury's to get a little bit of shopping in and some water, and then we stayed there and uploaded the vlog, and then we came into the city and it took us about an hour, at least an hour, to find somewhere suitable to park. Somewhere that we're allowed to park and we're not breaking any restrictions or anything like that, but also somewhere that's not on like a really busy road, because number one, I don't feel safe parked on a busy road. I wouldn't be able to relax and sleep if I thought that any moment a car could crash into us or something. I know that probably sounds way over the top, but you know. And number two, that it wasn't going to be really busy and noisy, etc. Think we found somewhere. There's no restrictions. We've been on Park for Night. It says that this is a legitimate place that you're allowed to park. There's no signs anywhere saying no overnight parking. And although it is on a road, there's quite a big gap between Chris is just saying it is actually parking for RVs, and just there, that building there is actually a police station. So it was saying on Park for Night that this is actually a really safe place to stay because it's RV parking and you're right next to a police station, so it's quite safe. I think we're going to stay here for tonight. We've just been saying actually we might do 2 vlogs in one, simply because there's nothing to do here. About a 45-minute walk into the city without a toddler, and so no one really wants to do that tonight. But there is parking in the city what we're going to go to tomorrow, so that we can do like all the things that we want to do here in Edinburgh. But we know that we've not filmed too much today, and right now all we want to do is wind down for the evening. So instead of putting up a really short rubbish vlog tomorrow, I think we're going to do 2 vlogs in one. So me and Jace are just out exploring. We're just basically coming out for a bit of fresh air because he's been sat in his car seat for a lot of today. But I think we're going to end the vlog here. We're going a bit further. Wow, big trees. One day you're going to be such a big boy. You're going to be climbing all the way up to the tippy top of these big trees. So me and Jace are just going to have a little wander up and down here, tire him out a little bit, and then we're going to go back to the camper van and chill out for the evening. Probably get a bit of an early night. We've been having a few late nights the last few nights, and we've got a busy day planned for tomorrow here in the beautiful city of Edinburgh. So, should we say good night, Jace? See you guys. Don't forget today's a double upload. Not double upload, today's 2 vlogs in one. So we'll see you in the morning, which will be in about a millisecond. Good night, guys. Good morning, IFAM. This morning you are joining us in Edinburgh. We finally made it. I'm so happy to be here. I can't believe it was so long ago since we were here. It literally feels like ages ago. But we're in Edinburgh this morning and we're going to have a little look around to see what there is. We were going to do the Edinburgh Castle because I feel like the last time we went to the castle we didn't really know much about Mary Queen of Scots and we weren't like very interested in the history of it, and I just done the topic in school, so I kind of knew a few facts already, but I'm not really like interested in history. I personally just never really had an interest in it. But we've like really recently we've been learning about it, especially with homeschool. We've learned about it a lot more and I'm really interested in it. So we're going to we couldn't go to the castle because it's shut until August, which is so annoying because we really wanted to go, but I guess we can just go like another time maybe. Anyway, I've just come out to bring Prinny for a week. She always needs to come to the toilet in the morning, and then we're going to head into the city and see what there is to do.
Good morning, guys. So you are joining us right now. We've just parked up in Edinburgh city centre, just outside Holyrood Palace, which is very cool, very beautiful all around.
It would be if we could go inside.
It would be if we can go inside, yeah. Holyrood Palace was meant to open today or reopen today, or there was a possibility of reopening today, but it looks like it has not. And all of the royal attractions in Edinburgh are still closed, I think until the 1st of August now, so that's the castle, that's closed, etc, etc. So we're going to go in and have a little wander around the city. We're still going to go to the castle and check it out because we want to go up and have a little...
Life's so much harder when you're in a van. I think it's because it's just so much busier and it's not, I don't know, it just seems harder.
I feel like on this trip, because we've been in such raw...
What are you living at?
What are you living at? In such like kind of quiet place where no one's been, I feel like I haven't had to put much effort in. But this morning I was like, oh, can't find any clothes, where are my clothes? Oh, it was really funny.
Yeah, when you're really raw, you don't really care what you look like, although that sounds silly because we probably get seen by more people every day than...
We're not in person, so... Anyway,
speaking of city versus rural, we had a good night's sleep last night and found a really good parking spot to say we're in a city centre as well. We use
and opposite a police station.
Yeah, it's a good spot. So there's a really good app. I don't know if I've mentioned on this trip before. I probably have. Park for night. Yeah, but I think I cut it out every time because I felt like it sounded like a cheesy ad or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think I cut it out. But if I didn't, park for night, number 4 night, and it tells you all the little spots around wherever you are. That's good for wild camping. Probably I've said it a million times. Anyway, so we found a great spot, which happened to be outside a police station, which was pretty cool. There was loads of other campers with us last night and it was really nice.
No, there was a few other campers, but I don't know why, but I was constantly thinking, because we're in a city centre, that the police were going to come over any minute and be like, off you go, you can't park there. But they didn't, they kept waving. I took Jace out for a walk, as you guys saw, and police cars kept going past and waving at Jace and stuff. It was really cute. So
yeah, that's because
it was
I know, man, yeah. It's because wild camping's allowed in Scotland, my sweets.
Wait, oh my gosh, this is
legal.
Place.
Yeah, so we're just outside of Holyrood Palace right now.
Look at this. We came here on the bus.
Yeah, and I think we stopped off and we came to the gate, do you remember?
Yeah, we did. These gates are something else.
They're so cool.
Can you imagine how long they've been there?
A long time. I can't really see too much through the gaps. But there are some people in there, to be fair. I don't know if they're civilians or the workers, but
they look official.
It's so pretty. We're gonna have a little wander around and see if it is actually open. Maybe the website's just wrong.
I somehow think you're being a bit enthusiastic there.
Optimistic, my love.
Optimistic for me.
You're right, little man.
Like, this is just your house, and that's just your house. Like,
it'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Gosh, how would you decorate all the rooms?
You wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. You'd have loads of
space.
You'd have like 2 rooms that you'd use.
I decided that when we move house, it's on hold for the minute, but when we do move house, I want like a really old,
I want a historic, cool house
with really high ceilings, and massive ginormous windows,
a big dining room, chandelier.
That would be the dream. This is behind the camera light.
No, let's
just keep walking.
No,
mate.
Dad, we need a historic building.
Okay, let's go.
So we just came around the corner. I'm so excited. Holyrood is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Holyrood? No, I think it's Holyrood.
Yeah, N has 1 L.
It's open. It's actually open, and I'm literally so stupidly excited. Chris is just buying us some family tickets, and we're going to go inside. We've just been speaking to a lady here saying what's actually here. We didn't know that this was actually the Queen Mary of Scots residence here. This is where she actually lived. She gave birth in Edinburgh Castle to her son James, but this is where she actually lived. And this is also, we did know this, the place that the Queens come and stay now. So Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles. She was just saying that Prince William was due here but had to be cancelled due to coronavirus, etc, etc. But the museum, the actual palace itself, you get to actually go to the rooms where royalty stay, and they're all like they are.
Preserved.
Yeah, so they're all like they are. Like nothing changes. You're not seeing like a replica of the rooms, you're actually going into the rooms that like royalty stays at. That's probably really boring for some of you guys, but I think it's fascinating. Nice. And there's also Mary Queen of Scots' bedroom, and her bed that she slept in is still there, some jewellery that she had. So I'm literally so excited to go inside. I'm so happy it's open and we get to do this. Little man, I think Jace will be asleep soon.
It only just opened
today. She was saying how they're really excited. There's like a buzz around the place because they've literally just opened today. Yeah. It looks really cool.
So excited.
Isabelle and Dad have just nipped to the loo, and we've just been setting up our audio guides. We're in the forecourt right now, so the girls are just listening to the intro regarding the forecourt. Also, just if anyone's interested, because we weren't sure, so we asked, but masks here are optional, like here in the palace. Even when you're inside, they say it's optional as long as you stick to the social distancing rules. We probably will wear the masks, but she did say that they are optional. Other than in the gift shop, you do have to wear them in the gift shop. This is so cool though, right girls?
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. Go down these steps. Isla just found a secret door.
So if you press, so it's like games. That's not it now. That's it. Okay, so that's the secret door.
The door opens, and where's that door, Isla? So cool. So we just found out that the date's wrong on Mary Queen of Scots' portrait. It says that she was born in 1543, but she was actually born in 1542. So we were like, that can't be her, the date's wrong, but it said her name. So we asked one of the workers here, and he said, I've worked here for 17 years, and I've never noticed that. And it must have been put on wrong by the artist, because, yeah, she was born in 1542. Interesting.
These are the stairs up to Mary Queen of Scots' bedroom from Lord Darnley's bedroom. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness, that was literally one of the best things I've done in so long. It was so cool and so interesting. I can't believe we actually went into like Lord Darnley's bedroom, Mary Queen of Scots' bedroom, and all of the other kings and queens before then. It was absolutely amazing. Also, I have been pronouncing this place wrong. I was saying Holyrood because it's spelled H-O-L-Y. But I think it's actually pronounced Holyrood. Holyrood. So interesting and so cool. I didn't even know that like Mary Queen of Scots lived here, like this was her residence with Lord Darnley. I thought, Jesus, fast asleep. I thought she lived in Edinburgh Castle, but she actually spent most of her time here, which is crazy. You even saw the spot that one of her friends, David Rizzo, I think Rizzo was killed. Like Rizzio, that's it. I knew he was killed. I knew he was killed, but I didn't realise it was here. I thought that was at Edinburgh Castle, and you actually saw the spot that he was murdered on, and then the place where his body was left. And the floor does look.
It was stained red.
It's stained, and it was saying on the walls that that legend has it, basically, that spot's stained because he was left there.
But we saw.
Who knows if that's real or not? But
just round the corner of that bit, and we saw. I swear, it looked like blood on the wall, like
blood lasting 400 years.
Yeah, it's
about 400 years, is it? Anyway, that was amazing, interesting. We learned loads of stuff. It was really, really cool to do. We spent way longer in there than I anticipated.
I've got such bad leg ache.
I think everyone's like, it probably take about 45 minutes to an hour to walk around. We literally like read everything. We spent like
3 hours in there.
Maybe not 3 hours. 2 hours though.
Best 50 quid I've ever spent.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's £50 to get in. Well, no, it was like 43 for a family ticket. It's worth it. It was really, really cool and really, really interesting. Obviously, if you're interested in history. Anyway, absolutely loved that. Now I think we need to go find a place to sit down and have a coffee.
Oh, it said that we're on the thing.
We're in the gardens right now. I'm not sure if we're done even. No, the tour's not quite over. We get to go see some other bits.
Just look at this place, man. The abbey in the background, the palace, the sun, the hills. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely stunning.
So we just went and handed back our headsets, and the lady that was there cleaning them all was like to the girls, do you want a badge? Well, that's amazing, thank you so much for going, do you want a badge? Chris was like, yeah, I love a badge. So funny, and I was like, I think they're for kids, and she's like, no, take one. So we've been after a souvenir this whole trip, and this has been one of my, yeah, we got a free one. This has actually been one of the most interesting, cool things we've done.
My favourite,
along with lots of other things in the Highlands, but this has been really, really cool and interesting. I'm so glad we've got a badge now. My feet are killing. Jace has been fast asleep on me for like 2 hours now.
He's just woke up.
He's just woke up. Say good morning. No, oh, sorry guys, you're not getting a good morning right now.
Not playing.
No, I don't want to be on camera. So we're going to head on over now and go and find, I want to eat out tonight. Let's eat out. I'm going to go now and find somewhere to eat.
One of the things that's really good about the ticket price, although we paid £43 I think it was to get in today, or 42 something.
That's a family of 5.
Yeah, that's for a big family obviously to go in like us. And when you go in, if you tell the people that are looking after the place, sounds really random.
Ticket desk.
The ticket desk, sorry, the admissions desk, that you would like to have your admission fee put forward as a donation to the upkeep of the palace, then you get to return here for a year for free. So
It's like an annual pass.
yeah, it's like an annual pass. They stamp your ticket and then you get to return here as many times as you want for a whole year.
Every day. How many times?
Every day.
Can you imagine,
And we'll
like,
be coming
every
back
single day?
a lot.
Yeah.
I already want to go and do it again, it was that good. Anyway, we are just walking back to the RV. Obviously Prinny's not with us, Prinny's in the RV right now. She's just been chilling whilst we've been in there.
We did leave the sunroof open for all the animal people that might
Yeah,
be
of course
staying
we
there.
did. That thing is totally fine. Number one, she's totally covered in shade. She's got water, she's got food, she's got plenty of space to move around and chill and sleep on her bed. And it's just like being in a house. She's absolutely perfectly fine in there. So we're just heading back there now. We're going to go take Prynn for a walk, have a bit of a run on the National Beautiful Park here, and then and then we're going to go and find somewhere to eat for the night for sure.
So we weren't really too sure what we wanted to do this evening for dinner or where we wanted to go, but we are coming to the end of this trip now. We wanted to go out and do something a little bit special and something nice. And so we walked up and down, we found a really cool looking noodle bar, and then we went, but they weren't seating in, it was just takeaway. We almost went there, but then we decided against it last minute. Then we went to another restaurant and they were the same. And then we kind of decided, let's just go back to the van and make a pasta dish. And on the way down there, we passed Pizza Hut, and we were all a bit like, shall we go? Shall we do it? We've not eaten in a restaurant pre the Maldives back in March, and it looked quite nice and safe, so we've come inside, and I'm actually really impressed. This is the first time we've eaten in a restaurant since COVID, and the seat at that table behind me just there looks quite close, but it's not, it's really far away, and there's only us 2 families sat down here. You have to take this leaflet here to your table. There's no table service, you order it all on an app online, which is cool. Yeah, you pick up your own cutlery, which you pick up on your way in, it's all wrapped up. And they're all on like a desk on the way in, and before you're seated you have to pick up your cutlery so that you're not walking around once you're sat down in the restaurant, which is really good as well. And it's, yeah, I'm quite happy to eat here. It seems safe. Fingers crossed the food's nice because I am starving.
So starving.
Jace! Jace he doesn't know what to make of it. He obviously doesn't remember like eating out before. He doesn't remember eating out. He doesn't want to look. He doesn't want to be on camera today, does he? Jace. No.
He was not doing that before you got that camera out then.
He wasn't, he was just sat normally. Wait, try and secretly put it down if he
Daddy.
does anything.
Just a cookie daddy.
No. Oh, he's just sorry guys, I'm not going to be much of Jace on this vlog. He says no. It's got to be a no. So we're just about to head back to the camper van now and drive round to the location that we spent last night for our last sleep. No, not last sleep. We're going to sleep it tomorrow, but we'll be kind of on the drive home. We're not going to do the whole drive in one day. But it has been the perfect evening, the perfect last evening here in Edinburgh. We honestly couldn't have wished for a better evening. The sun's been shining. We've been able to actually sit out because there's been no bugs, which has been nice. And we're literally right at the bottom of Arthur's seat, which is just at the top of there. We were going to walk up there, but the girls said, do we have to?
Oh, now it's okay to do it.
We have walked the Royal Mile and more, plus we spent a good couple of hours in that museum today. We did walk up and down the Royal Mile, so we have been on our feet for probably like 5 hours today, so everyone was a bit tired. I had Jace on my back the whole time, but everyone was a bit tired, so we've decided we might come back tomorrow and do that. We're meeting somebody here in Edinburgh tomorrow, so make sure you come back and watch it. We're going to end the vlog here though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Good night, guys.
Good night.